Going to class is optional for some, but it may be mandatory for all with financial aid's new attendance tracking system. I'm Alexandria Adams with Mocs News. 75% of UTC students receive some type of financial aid. This includes loans and scholarships. Assistant Provost for Enrollment Services Yancey Freeman explained why this new program is being implemented.
The federal government has now mandated that the university track enrollment, not necessarily attendance, but track enrollment for all students enrolled on our campus prior to dispersing financial aid funds. The easiest way to do that is to track attendance. What has happened nationally is we're finding students who go through that process and they withdraw as soon as they get the financial aid check. They'll withdraw from class, they'll enroll at more than one institution, sometimes receiving additional funds, from those institutions. And so some of this is to help us with tracking that information.
Besides just using the Poll Everywhere software, Freeman says they are also using Blackboard and the different departments to check enrollment as well.
We're using a software program called Poll Everywhere to help us with doing it. We're using Blackboard to help us with those students who are online and distance students.
Students can send their attendance in one of two ways.
So we've asked students to send in something for every course during the second week that they have a class, to send in a text message, or if they don't have access to do text messages, they can go to the website and account for attendance once in every course during this week.
But many students are questioning the effectiveness of having to do this.
I don't really understand why it's being put in effect. They didn't really explain it that well, and it's kind of a pain to do. I understand that they might need it for survey purposes or statistics and things like that, but I don't understand how the way they're trying to employ it.
Honestly, I don't think it's accurate because you can be sitting at home and texting the number, so it's not like you actually have to be sitting in class for it.
I do not find that survey credible because you can just send a text message from your phone and just say that I'm in class, and you don't know if they're in class or not.
There are some loopholes in this anyway, with self-reporting. But if you think about this as not tracking attendance for the course requirement, but think about it as an enrollment requirement, we're trying to confirm that the student is enrolled at UTC. Now the consequences will be not receiving your financial aid, not receiving a disbursement on your financial aid, because we will, if students are not reporting that they're attending or reporting that they're enrolled, then we'll put rules in place that will stop financial aid from dispersing for students who do not submit it, who don't let us know that they're here, that type of thing.
I'm Taylor Ellis with Mocs News. With the spring semester getting into swing, many students are being tested before even entering the classroom. As the spring semester begins, UTC is once again flooded with the needs of its students. One of the major concerns with many students is both the availability and cost of textbooks. The increasing cost of textbooks and the small supply available has caused students to spend more and more money without the guarantee of a book. Sydney Mercer, a freshman at UTC, is experiencing the struggle to afford books for the first time.
I feel like it's way more expensive because if you actually go to Barnes & Noble, you can get them for a lot cheaper, but I just don't have the transportation to, so this is kind of my only option is to buy it in here.
For many students, however, the quest for affordable textbooks is nothing new. Until recently, students had more than one option for finding books on campus. However, with the recent closure of textbook brokers, more and more students are having to use the campus bookstore as their source for textbooks. Brandon Cooper, a senior at UTC, is one of those students coping with the changes.
Me being a struggling college student, having to live paycheck to paycheck, really it just causes me to pull out of my ends that I don't have, And so when I really think about it, I just spend my time looking for other venues of trying to get books, but I'm running out of time. They already want exams, and assignments and everything to be ready for, so I got to go ahead and make that sacrifice.
Hi, I'm Zack Kirby, and welcome to your Mocs Sports Minute. Women's basketball beat Western Carolina last Saturday 77-57, while also beating Appalachian State 73-68 in overtime this past Monday night. Both games were on the road. UTC Wrestling participated in the Virginia Duels last Friday and Saturday by finishing 5th overall in the 12-team tournament. This marked the debut of Virginia Tech transfer Dawson Peck. He won his first match at UTC 9-1 in the 285-pound heavyweight division. The Mocs will now travel to Southern Illinois Edwardsville this upcoming Sunday for SoCon action. And now to Josh Smith for women's tennis and men's basketball.
Thanks, Zack. Women's tennis starts the 2014 spring schedule January 20th at Austin Peay. The 24th is their first home match against Eastern Tennessee State. The men's tennis team will start this Saturday at Middle Tennessee State, and their home schedule will start the 25th against Tennessee Tech at the Hickson Racquet Club. The UTC's men's basketball team has won 6 straight games after beating Sanford 90-81 and Wofford 70-69 last week. They are currently first place in the Southern Conference. Their next game is January 16th at Appalachian State. After the Wofford game, I asked men's basketball star Z Mason various questions about his life as a student athlete.
It's fun. You get to attend classes, to attend the university. At the same time, you get to play the sport that you love. Me being a senior, I graduated in May, so it feels good to accomplish to get a degree, a college degree, as well as being able to play basketball. I like to rest a lot, get a lot of rest. I like to play a lot of video games, hang out with my teammates, bond with them a little bit. Nothing too, wild, but just hanging out a lot, just trying to catch up on some rest. I'm a quiet guy, but I'm really outgoing, goofy. I like to joke around a lot, which is tough, because our head coach Will Wade, he always gets on us about how silly we are. And it really comes from me because I'm supposed to be the one setting examples, and I'm joking around a lot. So I would be one thing. I want to get in sports broadcasting. That's something that I really want to do, and look something that I've always had interest in. So hopefully I can start somewhere and get into that.
Make sure to give them my all, and now they know that we on. Don't ever hold your applause for me. Don't ever hold your applause for me.
The Perch, UTC's landing station. This is your boy Big Ron and Joy, man, coming back with the hot list on Mocs News. Now, we had our show today from 5 to 6, and we had a lot of different topics, but one topic that I'm just gonna get on real quick is LBJ, LeBron James, saying that he was jealous of Kevin Durant. Are you kidding me? For real, man? Kevin Durant is nowhere near your talent, but you wanna say that you are jealous of Kevin Durant. You shot over 50% from the field, 3-point, and you get more rebounds. Now everything else, you can just toss it up. I don't care. But you are a better player than Kevin Durant. Am I right?
I agree with that. Kevin Durant, the MVP though.
That's nuts. MVP, that's crazy. Jordan, what else we had today?
Man, we had Tom Brady, the Peyton Manning, Tom Brady matchup coming up this Sunday. I said the Broncos gonna win it, gonna win the whole Super Bowl. Tom Brady looking real shaky this year. Not liking what I'm seeing. Broncos, man.
All I can say is, man, make sure y'all tune into that game. That's gonna be the most anticipated game of the season. I don't know who I'm going for. Tom Brady is still clutch.
He is.
And Peyton Manning is a choke artist.
He is.
So,
well, yeah, he is.
I really don't know. But shout out to John Adams, man, at our first Dunk Fest, man. It was in the Arc last Tuesday. I mean, it was a great turnout, man. You get to see different players come out and, just pretty much show what they got on the court. So that was a great look, man. Shout out to the Arc for hosting that.
Got intramurals coming up really soon. Got the first meeting tonight, so make sure you go out to that. The captain's got to be out there tonight, so make sure you go out to that, man. Looking forward to Ron playing. You go ahead and watch him slow out.
Okay.
So,
Alex Rodriguez, Mr. Shoot-Up Artist. For real? You got your guy on CBS that said he gave you the needle and even inserted it in you, and you're going to still say, I want to appeal me playing the MLB. You are nuts. Just call it quits, man. You got your money. You got the fame. Well, not the fame anymore, but you got the money. That's all that matters. Stick with it, man. So make sure y'all tune in every week, man, from 5 to 6 p.m., man. This is the hot list.